Greetings and welcome back to Idle Miner Tycoon. Alright, you can see I'm still here in Coast 2 and I have been working on it. It's not quite ready yet, but I am getting it going here. And no, I haven't gone any further because I do want to get this going because it makes the crawl down easier. But that's not why we're here. You know, it's funny. I didn't actually plan on making a video until tomorrow. But I figured and I said, you know what? I wonder what event is going to start tomorrow. Let me just check and oh, wait a minute. We already have one going. I just hope it began today and not yesterday because I didn't really look at this yesterday. So we do have the winter mine, even though winter isn't for another 2 weeks. We have the winter mine. Okay, and let's just do a quick check-in here. I'm hoping I get something a little bit longer term for him here. Not a lot of super cash there. No. Okay, legendary! No legendaries, okay. Reroll. I'll take anything at this point but a common. I guess we're sending him on a rare. Well, at least it's 12 hours, right? See you around, Jess. Have a nice day. Alright, so let's get going with this. The winter mine. Alright, let's see what the rewards look like. Hopefully they mirror what we had in the alien mine. Okay, so let's see. Participation reward for shaft number 1. Okay, and then we get 10 super cash for, mine shaft 5. Okay, 10 times for 5 minutes. Useful, not incredible. Mine shaft 15 has got the bronze badge, and you get it 10 times for 10 minutes. Okay, it's slightly better than the other one, so now the good stuff begins, right? Okay, mine shaft 20, we get a common chest and 15 super cash. Okay, to be fair, 20 is pretty easy to reach, so let's look at 25. Okay, we get an ice skill point and 20 super cash. I'm not feeling this so far. Okay, so we open up mine shaft 30. We get a 2 times for 4 hours. That's okay. That's okay. An ice skill point and 45 super cash. All right. I'm guessing that the big rewards are going to be further down, right? That's the way it is. Okay, now, if we get mine shaft 16 to 500, we get, of course, the silver winter badge. Silver winter badge. And then we get a 2 times for an hour. Okay. 1 skill, ice skill point and 60 super cash. Okay, I remember getting that one like really far up in the alien mine. Okay, and if we get mine shaft 20 to 600, we get, okay, 10 times for an hour is good. Very good. Use those little instant caches for that and you make a lot of money when you need it. Okay, we get an ice skill point, a rare chest, and 80 super cash. All right, now, the big one, right? This is very likely, if it's good, where I will be ending this, right? Especially considering, I don't know about this weekend. This weekend's very hard for me to work on this, so we'll have to see. All right, we got mine shaft 25 to 700. We get 10 times for 10. Is that a typo? We get 10 times for 10 minutes. Okay, and then we get an ice skill point and 2 rare chests and... Really? Wow, that's terrible. I mean, a 2 times for an hour would be better than that. Okay, and if we complete the mine, we get the gold winter badge. We get, okay, 5 fire skill points, an ice skill point, an epic chest, and absolutely no buffs. Okay, so I see 20 to 600 as being my goal. Yeah, really. Wow. Okay, and he's got some... isn't that going to melt in your hands there, dude? Just saying. Okay, so we have traded in our alien overlords for Frosty the Snowman. And it was looking like that a couple of weeks ago with the snow coming down. I don't like snow. It gets everywhere. Okay, so let's see. We're beginning from scratch again. And for those of you who say, can you show us how to play the game? Yeah, okay, here you go. Because this is how you play the game. Because you're starting from scratch. You have no money. So let's go through this, right? Okay, the first thing, obviously, you open up the first mine. And we get the participation badge and we're all done. Let's get out of here. No, that's not. So anyway, the first thing you have to do is we need this guy here to do some drilling for us, in my case. See, I got a big drill on him because I got a good card sitting in there, right? Okay, so now, that's actually a decent amount of money. Get back to work. So for now, we have to click on these guys. We've got to get the elevator guy to getting that money up there. He's going to put that money on top of his elevator. You get back to work. You get back down here. And then this guy is going to go and grab what's on top of the elevator, and he's going to bring it back to the warehouse. Then it's going to appear in our little winter cache there at the top, and then we can spend it, right? So now it's on the top. Now, the next thing you have to do is, while keeping these guys busy and doing their stuff, is to raise the level of Mineshaft 1 to 5. You know, you can do more than 5 if you want to, but the 5 is what we need right now. So let's see, max. Okay, I don't need 10. I only need 5. There you go. All right, 5. What that does is it activates the spots for the managers. So the managers are kind of inexpensive. Just go 85. And then this one here, 85. And I got to wait for him to carry that money over there. And I can get one for him for 85. All right, it's going to be the same ones every time. You got the mining one down here. You got the upgrade cost reduction one over here. And we got the running one over here. They might use a different icon, but it's the same ones. And it's junior, junior, and I think senior? Senior, right. So it's the same ones. So you notice the entire process is automated now. The next thing we need to do is we need to get this shaft right here to 10. What that means is when this one is 10, then we can have access to unlocking Mineshaft 2. So let's just do that. I don't want to do all of it now. I don't want to spend all the money here. Notice this, if you watch the video on the Coastland 2 hard one, it's a lot easier to do that here now. Okay, so we need 1.22k in winter cash in order to unlock this mine. So what we're going to do is just let them do their stuff, because right as soon as he carries that money over to the warehouse, we're going to be able to unlock this. There we go. And we're immediately going to throw another manager in there. And that one is always going to be the junior cost reduction, the upgrade cost reduction. All right. What that means, if you activate it, it costs less to do things. You know, increasing the cost. It'll cost less. Okay, so now, notice that second shaft is producing a lot of money. It's more than the elevator can actually do, so we're going to increase the level of the elevator. And since I have a little upgrade cost reduction individual, I'm going to reduce the cost. Okay, what can we do here? 4. Okay, 4. It's what we got. All right. What you do want to do is you want to get to those boosts, because those boosts will make you a lot of money, right? Okay, so he's carrying all the money up now. I think he got it all. The problem is now is that the guy with the wheelbarrow here, he can't carry all of that over. So how many are going to get to here? You can get him to 5 too. Okay, so he's going to probably grab all of that. Yeah, he grabbed all of that. Okay, so I don't think he's actually carrying everything up in the elevator, so I need to raise his level up a little bit better too. All right, so let me just give it everything there. So he's up to 16, so he's going to grab he's got everything now. He can carry everything. Thing is, this guy can't carry everything. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this manager. What that's going to do is he's going to run back and forth really fast now for 4 minutes, right? But I'm also going to increase his level, you know, so that way all the money is being processed, right? So now I can start, oh, look, I can open up the third one. All right, so let's throw a manager in there. Okay, he's got a walking speed one. Okay, so I need 122k now in order to open up the 4th mine shaft. So he's carrying everything. So you know what? I think that my mine needs to make more money. So I'm going to make my mine make more money. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to hire another manager here. Because what I want to do is unassign you. Actually, I didn't even have to hire somebody. I could have just done this. And then I want to put the upgrade cost reduction up here. The reason is because I want to spend a whole bunch of money. Oh, by the way, this just opened up. Yeah, it's a lot easier with these mines. Oh, the executive. I don't want the executive there. The executive is like the best for the upgrade cost reduction. So I like to put him somewhere that's really expensive, you know. So we're going to do the first 10 mine shafts, and I'm going to put him in number 10. All right, what I want to do here, though, you'll notice I put this one up here because I want a discount. Because I'm going to make this one big. All right, 51. All right, so that one's going to make a lot of money. Look at the money it's pouring into that one right now. Now, okay, this one's got $1 million down here, and that's pretty good. Okay, but this one's got $1 million too. All right, so you know the thing about it is there's no way the elevator is going to be able to handle that unless we upgrade it. So I'm going to kick that one up. Okay, how much of that? I think he's going to take a big chunk of that now, isn't he? Yeah, he took like all of that. But he's not going to get everything on the bottom. You can see how full he is. Right, so he's taking up like 4.2 million. All right, so I need to increase this one. Because otherwise, he's got to carry that money over, right? Is he taking it all? There's 2 of them now. Okay, they grabbed it all. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to do a little bit more increase on this fellow. Get that up to level 60. So he's carrying all the millions now. He should be getting all the millions. He's getting all the millions. All right, and I don't think that the warehouse is going to have any trouble, so we can go back to work here. All right, here, increase that. If I get that up to 100, it'd be really good. Meanwhile, I should be able to open this. Yes, there we go. Okay, we'll throw a manager in there. And then we need 19.2 million. All right, so we already have 1.35. He's bringing up 26. He just brought up 26 million. So if these guys will bring the 26 million over, they're only doing a little at a time. So I need to increase them. Okay, now there's 60 million. Okay, I think they just did it. Yep, there they did. So we got like 83 million. All right, now I need to spend some super cash. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait like the most of an hour. So, okay, 52. It's painful. But this is the only super cash I will spend in this mine. So let's do it. And it's open. And I bet you, yeah, I knew we could already open up the next one. Yep. All right, and then we're going to throw you in there. Okay, and that one's going to generate a lot of money too, even at level 1. What I generally like to do in the beginning, like that's 384 million, right? How much can he take? Question. Okay, only 260, so I need to upgrade them. Generally speaking, whenever I start these mines, I just kind of work with the first one and the last one. The reason is the first one is easy to raise and level. Watch this. Now it's over 100. So he's dumping hundreds of millions in there too. The thing is, the individual levels don't give you as much a bang for the buck unless you hit one of the boosts. But if you go to the lowest one, they're really expensive to level. Which is the reason I save that executive who gives a really good cost reduction. But each increase will give you a lot more money. So I kind of work in the first and the last one until I have to start raising them all up. By the way, this guy's got $1 billion right here, and we need $1 billion. All right, so how much? We need 1.22 billion. All right, so what do we got over here? Okay, we have nearly $1 billion. Yeah, I'm going to have to increase these values, but I would rather get the money first and then start increasing them. Notice this guy, the elevator is just stuck on this first one right now because it's making so much money he just can't even do it. All right, we got this. All right, boom. And we're just going to throw somebody in there. Okay, now I need to do something about this, right? Because he's just stuck. All right, here, have 40. Right? And you have 9. Okay, well, the elevator's working fine now. The elevator's just going to come back. What has he got there? He's got 14 billion there, right? So we're going to take whatever money we get, we're going to invest it over here so that these guys will be able to carry all the money over, right? I just want a couple here. Right, I got the 100 boost now, so I think they're going to probably be carrying a good chunk. And there's a third one of them now, right? All right, so 12, we need 12.2 billion. How much do you guys carry over? I think we just may have just got it. Yep, we got it. There we go. 12.2 billion. All right, and then we're going to put somebody in there. Okay, so the elevator still isn't doing the job correctly. And of course, now there's a lot more billions floating around. All right, so let's see. What can we do here? Okay, have 37. Because why not? All right, that should do. Okay, he's coming up with 86.5 billion there. Did he empty it out? I think he might have emptied that out. Right, he's emptying it out. All right, good, good, good. All right, now I need to start boosting this one up. So I'm just going to do max and do 28. Now, if you want a shortcut as to what's actually going on in terms of the entire balance, because you want the mine balance, right? You got this little thing down here at the bottom here. On the right, the little like pick and the shovel. All right, so what this shows you right now is what everything is producing. If you look at the top, you got the warehouse, right? It's producing 15 billion per second, right? Well, it's not producing, pardon me, it's collecting. My mistake. Now, if you look at the elevator is collecting 26.8 billion per second. Now, the mine shafts, you can look at the individual mine shafts, but the total is 7.16 billion. Now, what does all that mean? That means that the warehouse and the elevator are collecting everything. So they actually have some leeway in there, so I'm going to make their lives a little more difficult by increasing that. Okay, now there's like hundreds of billions pouring in there. Now, what did I just do? Okay, so you'll notice now that the mine shafts are now doing 112 billion per second. So, yeah, they can't handle it anymore. So the idea is you raise the mine shafts so they're making more money, but then you have to balance it by getting the elevator and the warehouse to be able to handle it. If you don't do it, look what happens. A big pile forms. And a big pile forms, it's not being processed, which means you're not getting that money at the top. The whole thing is you don't get the money at the top. There's nothing you can do. All right, so I'm going to add 20 to this, and I got a boost there, so I think, yeah, he just took all of it and took off, didn't he? The problem is now I have to do something about this. All right, I have to wait for that money to get carried over. So he brought over, I think it was like 2 trillion he brought up. Okay, see, they're dumping that in the warehouse, and I can spend that now. I want another 24 there. Okay, so they're probably going to carry all of that over now. They each have about 1 trillion. So that should do the job. All right, let's see how we're doing here, though. Okay, so the elevator is easily able to handle it. It's got the biggest value, right? The warehouse is doing okay. The mine shaft, yeah, I'd like to actually increase the warehouse a little bit there, just to see. Okay, so they're both in the 400 billion per second range, which means I can go to the mine shafts and I can turn things up a little bit more. All right, let's keep doing this, because after all, we got trillions, so we can do this, we can do this. All right, so I got all those mine shafts open, and I need to save up enough money to open this barrier, to start the process, right? So I'm going to throw a manager in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that manager, oh, by the way, that was the senior. What I mean by that is, you see, this guy right here, this guy is the executive and gives a huge upgrade cost reduction. Right? So we're going to throw him in there. And this guy here was actually the senior, and he gives a very good. So he's a good guy to have at the bottom there. All right, so how much money are you guys going to make me now? Let's see. See, I just opened up 2 here. Can he take that? I don't think so. Nope, 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 he can't take that. So we have imbalance. Let's see what the imbalance is. They're doing 400, 400, and he's doing 800. And I'm going to be doing a lot more than 800. So let's see what we have here. 26. I'm just going to throw the 26 there because these guys are carrying money over, and I'm just going to upgrade the warehouse then. Okay, what did he bring up? He brought up 17 trillion. Okay, so let's just do a little increase here. We'll do max. Okay, that's up to 180. And he carrying over 20. They just emptied it all out. Okay, so when they carry all of that over, we got 20 trillion. We're going to get the whole thing here, aren't we? Okay, 29 trillion. We're currently hanging. Okay, so we need a little bit more money. We need them to carry that money that's on the top over. Once they carry that money over on the top, I think that we are going to be able to open up that next barrier. We'll start the process at least, right? Okay, there we go. Boom. And no, I'm not going to spend that because there's no reason to do that just yet. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, they're both handling trillions. And the mine shaft is only producing 816 billion. Let's fix that. All right, so right down here. Right down here. How much can you do? 19. I think I just broke the mine. All right, see, it's now producing 11.8 trillion per second. So, And I really like to get that up to 25. You notice the boost? You get the boost at 25 in this case. The boosts will always give you a huge increase. So if I go to like 24, it's a nice increase. But if I get to 25, watch this now. We're going to do one at a time. Now you see the total extraction. It's at 16.4 trillion. If I add 1 and bring it to 24, it's going to add 2 trillion to that number. Now, it's currently 18.5. If I do one more, it's going to give an extra 23 trillion. And then it's going to shoot down to 5 again. So the boosts are always very, very good. Always try to target them. Of course, now, there's no way these guys can handle that. Look at that, 41 trillion per second, and these guys are like 5 and 2. So we need to start doing some increasing here. Here, have 21. And I'm waiting for him to dump all that in there. So I'm going to increase this guy, have 14 over here. I want to get that to the 200. All right. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. All right, let's see. Okay, the elevator is nearly capable of handling it. It's up to 39, right? And the other guy is just under 10. So, but it's going to increase as soon as I can do this. Increase, 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 9, and then boom. So that's now doing 21. Not enough, so I need to do a lot. I need to do a max here. Okay, so the warehouse is now capable of doing nearly 90 trillion per second. So the elevator is the bottleneck. So we'll do a little increase on the bottom, and then that should handle that for now. Okay, yeah, the elevator is now be able to do 125. I think there might have been a boost in there when I did it. Okay, so we can safely increase the mines, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Here, take that. And of course, the mine is now doing 223 trillion per second. So it's a balancing act, isn't it? So you want to make as much money as possible. So I just completely ignore these guys for now, right? No reason to do anything. If I get that to 50, I'll get another boost. But the thing, of course, of now I have also completely unbalanced the situation. It's a little back and forth, right? You get the elevator and the warehouse to be able to handle the amount of money that's coming in. And understand something, as I do that, more money is going to be coming in. So I can do those increases. See, I did max on the elevator because I knew the money would be coming in, so that I can just do over here and then do a max here and get them back up there. And are they capable of handling it yet? No, not yet. They're getting closer though. And the spigot is open, so lots of money. See, you got AA sitting on the top there. So just a little bit more here. Have 15. And back over here, and have another 10 over here. And they can do more than the 715 now. They're into AA, so I can go down and increase the mine again, and which is what I'm going to do. It's nearly an AA. Nearly an AA now. Actually, I can do a little bit more. And it pretty much caught up there. It's still handling it. The elevator and the warehouse is still handling it, but it's close. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a little tug of war, and I am just going to be marching down as quickly as I can to get to mineshaft 30. Once you get to mineshaft, because that's basically the way it is, all the rewards are laid out like that, you just get straight down, just leave ones or whatever you need all the way down, right? Once you get to 30, then that's when you go back and you start filling them in to make money. See, 16 to 500, it's not really very hard. It starts to get more challenging in terms of money production when you get to mineshaft 20 to 600. Now, in terms of this one, if you get mineshaft 25, in order to get that to 700, let me tell you something. The last time I did it, I believe I had the first 18 shafts maxed out to 800. And I was also using my super managers to generate as much money as possible. That's the kind of money you need to get that to 700. So anyway, so we have a winter mine. 2 weeks before winter. When's the spring mine going to be? New Year's? Just asking. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.